Hi, welcome to Mr. B's Brain Dump, and this is vlog 1. Yes, it's been a while coming, and that's because I've been busy getting some videos up so that you guys can come and have a look and see what you think and feedback and stuff. So I've been a bit busy there, and obviously with the kids and everything else, which we'll move on to. This vlog's all about what I'm doing, why I'm on YouTube, a bit about me, a bit about what I hope to do on YouTube in terms of video and my experience and sharing all that stuff. So where do we start? Well, firstly, Mrs. B says, what are you looking at that for?
I think you said my name.
What's wrong with saying your name?
Nothing. I was just
You just want bloopers? Right. So firstly, Mrs. B says I talk like I've been riding for a million years. Well, that's not true. I've been riding bikes for about 35 years. Well, a bit longer, but I kind of had bikes, and there's like monkey bikes that used to be able to go and ride when there was no such thing as health and safety, and you can go and ride them for like 50p when I was a little nipper. I don't know how old I was then, probably about 6 or something. But obviously you can't do it anymore these days, unfortunately. But then back then, that's when I started on bikes, and my brother Paul, he got me into bikes as well, so that's where it all started. So about 35 years anyway, riding bikes, so there's a little bit of experience there. So my very first bike was a rally runabout, which is quite funny when I think back to it, because it was a push bike with an engine in it, and it was like a bean can for a fuel tank. Pedals and all that sort of stuff, so it wasn't very pleasant. And of course I wanted to keep up with brother because we was into motocross, and I kind of rode my rally runabout across all the tracks, not very comfortable without suspension, but that's how keen I was anyway. My very first legal road bike that I started riding on was a Suzuki AP50. That also had pedals, because there was some weird thing about the law that if you had pedals it didn't have to be restricted, so you could go as fast as you want. And there was always that that competition between the AP50 and the Yamaha Fizzy, as some of you guys who are old enough to remember those Fizzys were all about. Now the Fizzies was a really skinny bike, and the AP50 looked more like a motorbike. Anyway, I managed to get my AP50 up to 61 miles per hour, which was quite amazing for a 50cc. And so I did own a few Fizzys in my time on my AP50. Since then I've had... I couldn't even list the amount of bikes I've had since then. I've had loads, but I've ended up on a Hayabusa. I had a Stealth before the one I've just got, and I love them. They're so comfortable. They just do everything. They do everything. They do it really well, and we'll talk about it in another vlog. But anyway, I'm riding now a Hayabusa, so I'm into them. So therefore, my channel is talking about Hayabusas, because if I'm going to do work, it's obviously going to be on a Hayabusa. I'm guessing there's a lot of that you can reuse for other bikes, and there will be. I mean, like breaking chains and stuff like that I've done a video on. Everyone can find that useful. So that kind of covers a bit about me, a bit about our family. So we've got Mrs. B, 2 kiddies, 1 8 months, bless her little cotton socks, and my son, he's 3, going on 12. You'll probably see him feature in a few videos. He's got a habit of walking out and asking questions and showing me how to use tools already. So that's good. Anyway, they've kept me happy and sane, and all things good. Obviously the opposite can be said sometimes. You know what it's like. So that's the family. So the inspiration for this channel, Mr. B's Brain Dump, is the fact that when I got my Bussa, my latest one, which is thanks to Mrs. B, who promised she'd get me it after I sold my Stealth, I knew that I'd have to do a lot of work on it, because it's a 13-year-old bike. I'm sorry, me personally, I don't trust people I don't know who have worked on a bike that I'm going to ride. That's me. You know, that's how I am. I don't trust them. I want to know every nook and cranny, bolt, fluid in that bike, and I want to make sure it's right. So I knew I had a lot of work to do because I wanted to go over it like a fine tooth comb, as you'll see in all the videos that I do. So I went on YouTube and I thought, well, I'll see if I get any tips on Hayabusas. I bet someone's done some videos on Hayabusas, on how to change the sprocket, you know, blah, 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 how to change your fairing, how to change the windshield, all that good stuff. But I kind of didn't really find anything really good. I mean, I'm not an expert, this is just my experience. I've always looked after my bikes myself. I've never taken it in to get work done, whichever bike it was. I always did it myself, because that's what you did back in the days. You didn't take the... I don't think there was really that much servicing going on back then. You kind of just did everything yourself, that's what you did. And it's the same with cars, you know. But anyway, I digress. I looked on YouTube and I didn't find anything. I saw people doing stupid stuff, like putting metal bars in the back wheel to stop it moving. And this is where I was... It wasn't a Hayabusa, it was some other bike that I think they were using. They're putting metal and wood in the back wheel and saying, oh, that's it, that's how you do it. And I'm like, whoa, what you doing? Yeah, and then what you're going to do then? Go and get your flipping wheels re-powder coated? Stupid. Anyway, so I thought, do you know what? Maybe I should do some videos that might help some people. And also, it has to be said that whilst I was doing my search for videos on how to do something on a Hayabusa, I did stumble across Del-Boy's Garage. Now, what a bloody channel that is. Del-Boy, I think his name's Derek, he knows what he's doing, he's got the right advice, so I recommend, if you're not already subscribing to Del-Boy, then subscribe, because he knows his stuff. And so I can only say that really, and Del-Boy, thanks for the inspiration for doing this, because it's got me off my arse and doing some recordings as well. And I do love that vlogging stuff. That's the other thing that I discovered, was vlogging. I want to do that because I've got so much stuff in my brain that I'd like to just blurt out and don't care who listens. So I think I'm going to get into that vlogging, and delivered today was me Sony cam thing that I need to sort out. Got some work to do because the case doesn't allow for a microphone. Well, we'll get onto that. It'll be another vlog anyway. I've got no idea what I'm going to do, so Jim, stay tuned if you're watching. I've got a plan for that, so it might help you decide what you'll do with that. Ooh, I digressed again. I did make notes so that I didn't digress, but I digressed anyway. Okay, so I think what I need to say next is why I'm going to do this channel, and I think it's really about the fact that I can express my personal views and my thoughts on YouTube and let other people comment on them. I don't mind if it's positive or negative, I really don't. But, you know, there's so many things in my head that I need to dump out, and one of the reasons why I call it Mr. B's Brain Dump, because I just like put it out there, see what people think. I mean, it's a totally random stuff. I mean, soft drink companies, you know, oh, wait till you see that one. I'll be doing that one on the bike. So anyway, there's loads of stuff going to come out of that. Obviously the DIY stuff is going to be an ongoing thing, you know, I'm just going to go over this bike with a fine tooth comb, so there won't be any nut or bolt left unturned until I'm happy that I know the bike and I know it's done properly, or properly according to my standards, or how I would do it. Let's not get technical. Also, of course, my good wife Vicky, Mrs. B, she's doing her licence and progressing her way to a full bike licence. I can't wait for that, because it means that I can put the cowl on the back of the Hayabusa and she can get on her bike and it's good, all good. So we'll be doing some riding out, maybe Isle of Man. I can't wait, awesome. So obviously keep tuned for the progress she's doing there. She's already got now her CBT, so that's good, it's a good step. And I believe next time she goes out, she's going to be going out on a little practice on a 125, just to practice the gears, because you know her stuff. Watch her log, you'll understand what I mean. But then she's going to go on a 500, and then a 600, then a 650, and then she's going to pass the test, and then happy days. So what can you expect to see on the channel? I think I've pretty much covered all of that. Obviously there'll be bloopers as well. There'll be a lot of bloopers. There'll be bloopers to this, I'll tell you. Anyway, so there'll be bloopers, that'll keep it entertaining as well. I'm not going to hide anything. If things fall out, drop off, whatever, you'll probably see in a blooper channel somewhere. And obviously I'll be having some rants, like I say, like the soda companies and stuff. There's a lot of shit in my head that pisses me off about this world, and I like to share it with you and see what you think, see if it's pissing you off as well, make you feel better maybe, I don't know. So that's it really from a vlog. I just want to end it because I don't want to talk for too long, because vlogs can go on, can't they, I guess. I know this is my first one, so I'm new. And I do say a lot. I'm going to have to stop doing that. What?
Right, okay.
Yeah, right, okay. Right, okay, and I'm sorry, guys, that I keep saying that. I'll get better at it. I'm not used to this, doing this camera stuff. Probably not the best presenter, but I will. Vicky's just slapping her forehead, which is really off-putting.
Having issues.
Okay, well, I'm trying to do a vlog. I'm nearly done now. So I'm on the last bit. Okay, so just to wrap up this vlog then, because I know they can go on. Firstly, I apologise for all my ums and ahs and okay and right then. I'm new to this. Hopefully I'll try and cut that down so it's more detailed information and less ums and ahs. So sorry about that. There's obviously one person that I would like to mention already. I mean, I'm not doing a shout, but I can't help myself. But I have to mention Jim Payne, the old fart on a motorbike. Oh my god, thank you for that shout out. I mean, I was busy doing work on the bike and all that stuff, making the videos, thinking, right, I'll soon have a collection of videos I can fire up. And all of a sudden my channel's going, oh, I like your first video, wow. And I look at what your vlog is, and you've done a vlog to me and Mrs. B, and a reference to Beatles. Nowhere near that, mate, but yes. But wow, thank you very much, and much appreciated. And like I say, stay tuned, because Jim, I'm going to try and do this helmet thing. I've seen your I have to laugh, I've seen your iPhone thing, and when you crash helmet, I don't know, it was like up here, it's like, can you see me filming, kids? It's like, wow, that was a serious Teletubby moment, but very entertaining. Love your channel, Jim Payne, and if you've not subscribed to Jim Payne's channel already, then you should do. It's brilliant. He's a great bloke, love him. Anyway, obviously a quick shout as well. I know I mentioned it already, but Dal, thanks for the inspiration of doing this. I don't even know if you'll ever stumble across this vlog, but if you do, thanks, mate. You know your shit, and what you're putting out there is great, and I love it. Simple as that, really. And you give me the inspiration to add to that community as well. So thanks. And basically, to everyone else that is subscribed, I can't believe this. I don't even know if is it a week yet? Is it a week? A week. In a week, it's mental, crazy. I thought I'd get a load of videos done, and then like in a month later we can start feedbacking and stuff. But kind of wow. So I can't thank everybody enough that's subscribed, that's commented. Every comment, I don't care if it's a like, a dislike. It's great. I love it, because all feedback's positive, isn't it? At the end of the day, if you've got your happy head on, you know. So I can't say enough thank you to everyone. Obviously, that as I do my vlogs, I want to save some shout outs, so I don't want to do it all in the first one, but I will do some shout outs. There's been some great people that we've come across on YouTube, some great characters, great people, great things going on, interesting channels. So obviously I'll mention those through the rest of the vlogs that I'll do, and try not to spill all the beans straight away. I'm really excited about Mrs. B going for a test. We've got plans. Oh, it's going to be awesome. We really have got some plans, so that'd be worth staying tuned for. I'm really excited. So all I can say is I just want to say thanks again. It feels like me, Mrs. B, and the family basically have just met some new friends, and it's great. So thanks for all your support, your comments and likes and all that stuff that YouTube does. I'm new to that, so but yeah, thanks for all that stuff. It's awesome. And all I've got to say now is ride safe, and see you on the next video, stroke vlog, and wipe.